Alright, in this video we're going to take care of the side dart. Much of the same processes as you've done on the first two darts. Click on the bodice, see that it is fully grouped. A keyboard shortcut for ungrouping is Command, Shift, and G all together. That will ungroup it. Now then, when I click on the bodice, it is only the bodice, and I just want to change that to a nothing fill. I can do that over here, or I can also do that up here as well, either place. And now, what do we think we do next? Move the dart point, right. So direct select, actually I'm going to zoom in again so I can see a little better. Direct select, single click on that point, and then move it up. Now I can Alt move back and line segment. That is the angled line that is up near your delete button on your keyboard. Alright, so in your book it would describe the plotting of this line to be square to center front, which means squared means it should be at a 90-degree angle. Well, there's actually a nice little trick in Illustrator that helps us keep our lines constrained, either perfectly horizontal, vertical, or 45-degree angle. In this case, we want to keep it perfectly horizontal. So I'm going to click, hold, and drag. Now see, I'm swinging it around and it can really go any direction, but when I hit Shift, I'm holding down my Shift key, and it constrains it. I can slide a little bit above and below and it won't move. Now if I move far enough up, it will jump to a 45-degree angle or vertical, but I want it horizontal and out to the side. There we go. All right, keyboard shortcut V, selection tool. Now I'm going to click, hold, and drag so I get both the line segment and the border edge of my bodice. It selects both of them. Come over here to my shape builder tool, and now we get it where the shape builder is not realizing that this line is dividing these two pieces. So there's something going on in here. We're going to zoom in, and what it is that this line right here is not actually touching that. So there is an opening between those. So I'm going to actually click on that line and, oops, click away. Just that line and bring it down so that, there we go. Now when I collect both of those, it's still not quite touching. So we're going to get it further down, and now that they are pretty much touching, we're going to go back up just a little bit. So I'm trying to get these to the same place. There we go. Now when I get to Shape Builder, it is realizing there are two different shapes. So I can click on that and I've got one shape, and there is the other one. Alright. Not that one. There we go. So I've got one funny little shape like that, and this one here. So zoom on out. Okay. Rotate, right? So I've got my object selected. Oh, I also have this little piece right out here. I don't need, I'm just going to delete it. All right, back to this piece. That's the one that will rotate closed, leaving the side open. So rotate tool, R on the keyboard for rotate, single click there, and click, hold, drag. I don't want it overlapping too much, but if I leave it too spread open, Shape Builder will not combine the two. So I either want to be right on that line or just barely over it. But I think I want to try and be right on the line. There we go. Now then, selection tool. I'm going to get both of those pieces, that section and that. Shape Builder, by the way, is Shift M on the keyboard. Click, hold, and drag across the two, and right here we're going to get rid of that line. I hit the Alt key for it to subtract that dividing line out of there, and zoom down here to smooth this out. Subtract anchor point, zoom back out. There we go. We're pretty close to being done here. Select the bodice perimeter. What do we do now? We are going to path, object, path, offset path. Now, last time I used this, I typed in 1/2 inch, 0.5 inch. It defaults to that. I'm going to say OK. So there it is. I would like to change that to my dashed line over here under my graphic styles. I can do that to represent my stitching line. And then let's go on in here and adjust our center front. So we have this one little corner spot here. I'm going to get rid of that one. And remember, there was 2 of them right here, and it's the furthest one out that I want to get rid of. And then slide on up. Here we go. Subtract. Oh, remember, I didn't want to subtract all of that. I needed to add one in line with this. See, my smart guides are on, so it helps me line that up. Now I can get rid of that one. There we go. And that is that piece. All right. I am selecting around all parts of the bodice so that I've got it all, including the notch and all of this, grouping this, Command G to group. And oh, one last thing, I need to adjust my grain line. Here's a good reminder so that if I try to click on just the grain line, remember it's grouped, it's all together. So deselect that. I can come here to the group selection tool. There we go. And that allows me to select an object within the group, and then I can adjust it. I'm going to add an anchor point there and an anchor point here. Now my direct select, which is keyboard shortcut A, there we go, to fix this and over. And I see that my line is just slightly a little off here, so I'm going to, I don't want to do the handle. I want to make sure I'm on the anchor point. There we go. Now everything's in line. Bingo. Don't forget to save your work before closing down your program or closing the file. Good luck with anything. Let me know if you have any questions.